Well, hi Spizzenergi, how are you doing?
Alright, how are you?
I'm great, thank you, I'm great, good to see you. So where are we and what is this?
This is a slightly upmarket car park called Q Park, and it's underground in Cavendish Square, just behind John Lewis and Waitrose, John Lewis in Oxford Street. So it's a square just behind Oxford Street, and this is the second show here. This is my first show here with this car park, but I already done a car park exhibition a few months back in the Chinatown Q Park.
Did you?
And this is the Oxford Street Q Park. Yeah.
And this is a collective of artists, isn't it?
Yeah, there's basically six curators, and I'm in Vanya's collection of artists. He invites people. They've all invited basically people they know who are trying to do stuff. Yeah. And so I'm very happy to be one of those guys who are able to put stuff up. But you're not, obviously, being a car park, they don't want people knocking nails in the wall. So you can only hang it off stuff like pipes and that. So I didn't bring my normal. I did hang my paintings at the last one, but this one I've decided to hang a jacket because there's a lot of work goes into the jacket. All sewn by myself, cut out by myself. The jacket obviously I buy in a shop, but that's a lot of evenings in the winter sewing.
God, yeah. So it's not a stick on, they're actually
sewn on. Yeah, they're sewn on. You can probably see the stitching a little bit. Yeah. And then same with the flags. The flags are sewn on. I use at gigs. That's the gig banner that's never been used yet. I spent hours painting it over an old banner, and I haven't used it yet. And this is the Keep Music on GLR campaign, which was a few years back. Yeah. And what happened was they were going to, because they had when they invented the elected mayor of London, they decided that they were going to change the BBC GLR to an all-speech station. But and I made this banner for the big meeting and the demo
to support this and keep
make,
it live.
They all made speeches, and at the end of the speech, they said, "Where's the guy with the banner?" And I turned up with the banner, and they all stood behind it, and it was all right.
Really, it's celebrating City of Eyes.
Yeah. The new single, the first ever coloured vinyl I've ever made. Wow. Because all through that era when everyone had coloured vinyl, back in the late 70s, the quality of the coloured vinyl was often a little bit suspect, but now it's gorgeous. Yeah. What happened was we found a guy who does a vinyl-only record label, and a couple of my friends are already on that label, and they said, "Oh, get in touch with him. He's a nice guy, Chris at Plain Groovy." Yeah.
P-L-A-N-E, Plain Groovy.
Plain as in airplane groovy. Yeah, because he's a pilot.
Is he?
Yeah, he's right. But he's close to retirement, so he's going to. But his love of vinyl is phenomenal.
Because Chris Difford's on that label as well.
Yeah, he's got an album on that, and a guy who played drums with my band and the Feathers and the Wild Mutation band, Alex Cargold. He said, "Spiz, he's a really nice guy. You should get in touch with him." And sure enough, we sent him the record. He liked it. It's out on clear blood red vinyl, the first ever coloured vinyl ever. Yeah,
you have to say it is a beautiful piece of art, isn't it?
Good designer. Let's have a look. Come here.
Absolutely. Let's have a look.
So this is what the sleeve looks like.
Oh yeah.
And the back of the sleeve is a soldier, which is well, people said, "Oh, it's a bit of a cop out. You've done a cover version of an old song, right?" But no. It is my new lineup. The guys who joined me in 2012, Luca, Ben, and Phil, they all joined me in October. Our first gig was October 2012. Jeff, who's been with me since '96 on drums, he's the best drummer I've worked with, and obviously we wanted to represent what we sound like now, so we did it. We did it like a John Peel session live in the studio. Yeah, we just basically
no overdubbing it.
We just did it 1, 2, 3, 4, and off we went. Okay, this might be take number 4, but we did it as live with because when you first did your first John Peel sessions, you very rarely had enough time to go back and do an overdub, and so that's what we did. We did it as a John Peel session. That was the idea.
How different is it from the original?
Well, obviously, the original one had a still from Triumph for the Will, the German propaganda film. Okay. But now I think we've moved on a little bit from there, and now the big the big Satan, the American flag, with American aeroplanes and soldiers. I think there's a war coming up soon.
World War III.
So we start off with the American national anthem, as like Hendrix did, but even more strangulated. And we do. Then we go into the live version. So people. Also, it's useful for us to send out to promoters to say, this is what we sound like now. Do you like it? You know. And I actually have a lot of fun on stage because when we do the drop down, tick, 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 I'm able to do a little bit of performance that's a bit. It's ideal for stadiums and major rock festivals.
You did Rebellion recently, didn't you?
We went. It was actually. I think this was one of the best songs we did that night. Yeah, it was really good. We did.
How long was your set then?
Well, we actually cut it short because the UKDK, who actually supported us in 1979 at the Nashville Rooms, and it was one of their first gigs, and they are reputedly considered the start of death rock, and they supported us in 1979. UKDK, nice fellas, you know. I got some nice memories of that era, and. So they overran by about 10 minutes, and then we had a bit of trouble with the sound, so we had to cut out a couple of songs, but we just cut out the songs that weren't written by me. So
you work on the hoof, and you change the set list round, and so
we just cut out I think two songs. That's all.
So what did you end up with? Did you end up with City of Eyes?
No, we put City of Eyes we have to do it in the middle of the set when everyone's voices have warmed up, because my bass player Ben does the very high backing vocal.
And, it's got such a great, catchy chorus, isn't it?
Well, thank you very much. I know you wanted to ask how it came about. Well, what happened was after a couple of rehearsals, we started saying, well, okay, because everyone's quite up to speed with how to play all the songs. Yeah. So we sometimes we do a rehearsal and everything's. We don't need to do it twice. We've done everything. So let's kick around. We've got 2 more hours left booked. So let's kick around a new idea. So we started kicking around some chords that Luca had, and then I went round his house after scatting over the top some ideas, and then ran Luca's house, and then we went back and played it to the boys in the next rehearsal, and Phil came up with this nice sort of like spooky spider walk. So that's like become the intro bit, and then Luca's got his devastating guitar solo. Absolutely, and then so we've decided to make it an all band member
contribution
credits.
Yeah, brilliant.
And I just look forward. I just said, have two songs till City of Eyes. Yeah.
Because we talked about this over a year ago, and you were so excited.
Yeah.
I heard an early demo version.
Yeah, even more. Then we started working on, because Ben has some equipment to a computer, but we can't get the drums in because he was in an attic. So we started thinking, and it was getting juicier and juicier. Yeah. And I thought, well, we gotta go and. So we booked this studio and put the drums down, because we'd already played it a few times live. That's the other good thing about it.
Yeah,
we've already worked it a bit.
Yeah,
we've already worked it a bit. So it's not gone. It's not like it's gone straight in the studio. It's actually been live as a song as well.
Yeah. So and you get a reaction, don't you?
And we know how it goes. Yeah.
And the name City of Eyes, is that something that you had? It came to you as you were writing the song, or you had it in a book of lyrics?
The other thing was when I was scatting, I was saying City of Lights.
Lights.
Yeah, lights. Okay. And but then I'd already had jotted down about CCTV cameras. You see.
Yeah.
So it's just it wasn't a big jump to go from lights to eyes.
Yeah.
And then of course the song almost wrote itself. Yeah.
So what rhymes with the eyes? How have you done the?
Let's get some more background. Let's get some background changes.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we should see the jacket, because I want to ask you about this again.
Yeah.
But in terms of the actual lyrics on the chorus, City of Eyes, how does it go?
I got caught in your lights. See, that's where that was another connection with the lights thing. Also, it's about potential of Facebook stalking as well. You see.
Yeah.
Watching, waiting. And live, I sometimes sneak in a rude word.
So
yeah, I did it at Rebellion, but I might drop it actually, because it doesn't really make. No one's going, oh, shocking.
Yeah, they've heard it all
so
before.
I might not bother doing it anymore. But if you saw the early shows, I said a rude word instead.
So where did you record the song?
Well, then we basically recorded it on a budget again, as usual, with Phil found this Groupon coupon, you know, and we got a discounted studio. But now we realise why it was because half the equipment weren't working. It just took ages to just do both two songs.
You've done a good take and then it didn't take.
Literally. Well, no, we fixed it anyway, so it's all right.
And was it a digital studio or was it?
No, it was a computer, but it was like an old desk. It was an old desk, and that's why it's probably why took us so long to do everything, because there was cables that had to be changed and things like that. Yeah. But you know, we got there.
Like a rat's nest. So this. I just love the artwork. You actually have a background. You went to art college, didn't you? This is where you got this passion for the designs that you have and you develop.
Well, what happened was I was sitting doing my homework with the headphones on, listening to like David Bowie and Roxy music, a full volume. While everyone was watching telly, I had David Live and Diamond Dogs and Roxy music songs blaring through my ear rolls. And I was drawing. I used to draw as well. After finishing homework, I'd be doodling while they were all watching telly. Yeah. And I was still at school. Yeah, I was still at school. And they said, well, my eldest brother had gone on to an apprenticeship. My middle brother went to join the police force, and so they sort of said, well, you might as well go to college. Because you like
they said
you like drawing, you know, you like drawing. I said okay, and in those days you could go to college for free.
Those were
just had to buy a pen and a big portfolio thing and the history of art. And
and where did you go to? Was it St Martin's College?
I went straight from school to local tech. So you have to be 18 to go on a BA course, and so I had to do 2 years foundation course. And then that's when punk rock happened, and I thought, well, you know, I like this punk rock thing.
Well, it fitted, didn't it? There was such a synergy with the art and the punk world.
You know, obviously, most of the artists that I had records of, you know, John Lennon, David Bowie, Brian Ferry, Brian Eno, they all went to art school.
Yeah.
And I thought that's where you go. You go to art school, get in a band. And I was quite good at drawing and painting, so top of my class at school. So I went to college, and then of course I was thought I've got to go and do a BA course, you know. But punk took me away. But all my record sleeves I got to. One of the other things I did when I first got to college, they said, "What do you want to do then?" I said, "I want to design record sleeves." They went, "No, not another one." You know, so basically everyone who went to art school thought they could go and do record sleeves. But then I realised that graphic design before computers was actually quite like technical drawing. You had to be really precise. Especially for newspapers and advertising and marketing. And then I discovered the free form of fine art, painting.
Right.
And Picasso and living in a garret and the romanticism of Paris.
Is that where your love of Italy comes in?
Well, that's not where Italy comes in, but because I wasn't aware of Italy too much then. But I was more aware of the artist living for expression.
The dream, yeah.
And then punk happened, and I saw The Clash.
Yeah.
And I saw Joe Strummer, and I thought, and also I was right during my art history lessons. I got the Dada thing.
Yeah.
And punk and Dada and art and bands like the Pop Group and you know, Brian Eno, of course, as always. So. It all fused together, and then I got to make my own record sleeves because it was cheaper if I did it rather than pay someone to design a record sleeve. And nearly every single one of my record sleeves on Rough Trade and beyond on the A&M were reproduced in the music papers, and they didn't reproduce every one single. They only produced the ones that they thought were quite reproducible, and all of them bar one of my record single releases were reproduced.
Fantastic.
In the singles reviews pages.
Yeah, no, it's you know, a multifaceted talent that you have. I mean that City of Eyes T-shirt, you've got one there.
Yeah, my new one. Yeah.
It's bespoke. Each one that you have and these.
Well, this is the printed one. You've got one of the handmade ones.
Right. Okay.
You have to scan yourself down there, mate. So that's the handmade They're rarer because there's only, there's less than a dozen of those.
Yeah,
where
unique.
There's 300 of these.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to buy some more.
Absolutely. So where would the people get one of these fab
gigs. You got to come to the gigs.
Gigs. Okay.
The gigs.
So when's your next set of gigs then?
Well, the next London show. The next show is London with Toyah at the O2 Academy on November 22, which is a Saturday.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Because the getting's quite early.
So do you know Toyah?
Only time I met her was when she was being thrown out of a party when I just first moved to London. She was wildly, her eyes were on stalks, she was off her fucking face, and allegedly. But yeah, she just got thrown out. I said, you're right, yeah, sure. I said, okay, see you later. And I went into the party. I didn't get thrown out.
I think it's fantastic because you played with the Rosillos.
Yeah, done Rosillos, yeah.
And
I played with the Clash 3 years ago.
Your mates with Gay.
Gay, yeah, and Tim. I've done quite a few shows now with Tim.
Yeah.
Over the years.
So cool.
And in Germany.
Excellent.
Where we're going after the Toyah gig is Germany. 27, 28, 29. We're doing Lübeck, Berlin, and Stuttgart. All on the bounce. 1, 2, 3.
The Barbed Wire Dolls are playing there at the moment.
Well, I saw them last week.
Yeah.
They were very impressive. But they did start to sound a bit. Every song was a bit formulaic.
Samey, yeah.
But they know how to start a song.
Yeah, absolutely. Presentation.
Bang! Every song was like, whoa! But
he's a great guitarist, Pin, isn't he?
Yeah. The whole show was very good. I mean, the songs look strong, but as I say, I couldn't. If they did 2 albums, I'd just have one. Actually.
Yeah, I've got the first one, Slit, but and the new one's coming out next year. But they go to Germany. You go to Germany. What is it about Germany that you like?
Yeah, actually, they played the same night we played one of their Berlin nights last year, and but we had a bigger crowd apparently. Yeah, but they're from. I think they're Greek.
A few times, haven't you?
They're Greek originally, and then they're based in LA. But I think they're trying to crack America really. But they pop over and do Europe or so. And the wonderful photographer Svenja.
Svenja Block, yeah.
She did that picture.
Oh, did she?
And she's done the Barbed Wire Dolls book.
She does, yeah.
That
Destination.
She's a great photographer. Yeah, that's the book.
That's coming out now, isn't it?
And then she's done us.
Yeah, she's spot on.
Yeah,
spot on. Top.
We've got some great live shots that she's done for us. So yeah. We're like, well, Germany's just it's slightly better off country than anywhere else, and they've always liked punk, but they also like vinyl.
Right.
And the third show we do in Stuttgart, the logo of the club is actually an arm of a record. They're a vinyl. Yeah. They're a vinyl fanatic. So we've been informed that however many records we take, we'll probably sell them all.
That's fantastic.
Well, great.
And I presume that people from around the world can buy the records.
Yeah, online through Play Groovy. Yeah. If you go to Spizzenergi.com and just click on the big graphic, which I'll be changing soon, but it'll still be. It takes you straight to the record labels page.
It's quite easy to navigate the site anyway. And it's easy to.
My link, the link on the Spizzenergi.com front page. If you just click on the big picture,
cool.
That picture that you just be looking at, it will take you there.
Cool. And what's this with Italy? You're always on the plane to Italy. And Milan and
Venice.
I've
just come back from Milan and a month before that I was in Venice. Yeah.
On the catwalk.
No. Venice was just actually a holiday trip, but it was meant to be just a holiday trip. But as it happened, my hosts weren't able to look after me as much as they usually do.
Yeah.
So the first trip to Venice I ever had. A guy who lives in Treviso, a town just not far from Venice, he's a Villa fan. As his second club. Yeah. He's actually an AC Milan fan, and I'm a Villa fan. My second club is AC Milan.
Okay.
Anyway, so he picked me up during the World Cup when I went over there 4 years ago. So, and we were going to watch the game together, but he got paged. And so he just dropped me off in Venice after picking me very nicely up to the airport. But I didn't know then that he was actually a member of the Latin Lions, which is the Italian Aston Villa supporters club.
Oh, okay.
And I said,
I wouldn't realise there was such a thing.
Well, funny you should say this, but what happened was, short story long, I said, so I just sent him a message through Facebook. What are you doing? I've got a couple of nights free. Should we go out for a beer and meet up and have something to eat or something? He said, you're in luck. It's our annual meeting this weekend.
Wow.
But we're starting on Friday by going to Bologna because the former goalkeeper, Gianluca Paluca, who was Italy's #1 goalkeeper for 2 World Cups, he's also the first goalkeeper to be sent off in a World Cup, and he was Italy's #1 goalkeeper. And he was also Inter Milan. We don't talk about that.
No.
Inter Milan's goalkeeper, but he was originally from Bologna, and he now looks after the Bologna youth team, right?
Okay.
So, because we found out he's a Villa fan, the Latin Lions wanted to go and meet him and give him a pennant, and 2 officials from Aston Villa came over for it as well.
Wow.
So we had the editor of the Villa match day programme editor.
Yeah.
He came over, and we were laughing like crazy in the back of the van because he's only a little bit older than me. And so we had a lot to talk about. And the guy who is the liaison officer for all the supporters clubs around the world, of which there are many.
Wow.
And so we went over, we went and met him in Bologna Stadium, and we had photos taken and shook hands, and then I said, there was a kid playing with a football. I said, is it all right if I take a penalty? So I had my new rock boots on, you know, these big things, if you would like to quickly, and I was kicking the ball, and the ball was going nowhere where I wanted it to go. It was going here, there. I thought, I can't take a penalty with these boots on. So I took the boots off. I took the boots off and my socks off, and he got in the goal and he did all the, you know, the grub along sort of thing, to try and put me off. And bang! It's on YouTube. You can see it on YouTube. I'll send you the link later. And he went straight in, and not that he was ever going to like do a full-on dive, but as soon as he saw it went past him, he said he was very impressed with my penalty taking. And of course, I ran around the stadium like, yay!
As you do. You play on a Friday, don't you? You're dead active.
Well, I played last Friday, but I don't think I'll play this Friday because
you need
I crashed into a pedestrian who didn't look and stepped out at me with about 3 feet.
Before, on your bike?
Yeah, I was on my bike, but luckily I wasn't going too fast. That bike there. So, that was Friday. Saturday, it was the dinner, which was this beautiful little village, like what you could call like some kind of Cotswold village in the middle of in a super big park like Regent's Park, little village on a mountain, and it was a beautiful hot sunny day, and I was a guest, and would I do some songs? So they brought a guitar for me and a CD player, and I actually just put my iPhone in, and basically I did a couple of songs on the guitar, and then I jacked in my iPhone and sang 8 songs in all.
Wow.
But they gave me a radio mic that kept, because of the vibrations, it kept coming out. So I ended up just singing really loudly, a cappella, to everybody around, and it worked.
This is all your songs?
Well, yeah. Well, I did the model. That was Kraftwerk.
Wow,
I got more going la 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 la.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
So
you talked about Roxy Music before. You did a Roxy Music song.
Virginia Plain. Yeah. That was B-side of Soldier, which is remade. Been reimagined by my new lineup. Yeah.
Fantastic. And you were talking about Italy. The producer of the video is Italian, isn't he?
No, he's actually he lives in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
And he was in the band. He was the drummer of the band that Phil and Ben were in. Okay. Which was a Ramones tribute band.
Oh, okay.
So when they said they wanted to be in my band, and they said that they were originally in a Ramones tribute band, it wasn't really anything. I didn't need to audition.
Yeah, you're in.
You're in. Yeah.
Absolutely. But the video's really cool as well, isn't it?
Well, he's done really brilliant work on it, and he's synced up the live footage to the track.
He filmed you in London.
And that was a year ago. He filmed us. It was November last year, and then he came over again and filmed me walking around the streets doing some lip syncing. and then he's put it together with a bit of electrical graphics going on. It's just terrific.
Your lip syncing was so good. I was thinking you were going to go on the X Factor, you know.
Well, I actually I was playing in my iPhone. I was just singing it. Yeah. The playback was my iPhone with the song in it.
That's a good idea.
So you can have it off camera, or as I did, I used it as a prop anyway. So.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Well, it's great seeing you again.
Yeah,
I think this is a great idea. I think Q Park, what a great job they've done. They've given over a huge chunk of the car park for art.
It's I think it's 20,000 square feet of space.
Yeah. We'll show a bit of footage.
We'll wander around. We'll go and show some of the things I like.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.